9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We will be following one group, and it looks like it's going to be this group because Dina's already set up on GetAway, okay? But you can use this sheet. The numbers will be filled in here for the various games. So you will be able to see your favorite players or the people that you know well progressing through this quarterfinal. So you'll see an example here. So we have GetAway High Speed 2. Okay, the Pingolf score is 100 million points. Okay, so anyone achieving that in balls 1 to 3 will score a 1, a 2, or a 3. Okay. If they don't manage that in 3 balls and they get more than 75 million, they will get a 4. More than 50 million will get a 5, and so on. If they don't manage to achieve 15 million, then they get this final score, which is an 8, which is a bit disastrous in the final stages of Pingolf. Right, okay, back again. Okay, we have a new co-commentator. This is a guy called Ian Hawkesworth with a Thomas, I think is.
Yeah, there's a Thomas in the middle.
Ian Thomas Hawkesworth. Now that's a really, really not very Danish-sounding name. Is that?
I do have an American father, I must admit.
Okay, yeah.
But I will tend to mirror the British accent sitting next to you.
Okay, I'll change the view so we can see both of us quite nice.
Cool.
So Ian's been coming to Fulda for a while.
Yeah, a few years. Yeah.
Been a while. And I'm sorry, I'm going to link back a bit here. Your father's American? Which part of America?
So he was born in South Bend, Indiana, but grew up in Delaware on the East Coast.
Okay.
And that's kind of where my love to pinball comes from, because he used to like go down in the arcades and put the quarters into it and try to like earn some replays and then sell the replays to his friends.
Wow.
So try to make some money. So it was kind of like always, whenever we saw a pinball machine, wherever we went on our travels, we always went and had a game or two, and I always had like a really deep love for it. But I didn't know you could play competitively, so it blew my mind when
absolutely.
I found out there was a whole game.
Yeah. So when did you get to competitive pinball? How did you find?
So I used to go down to a local bar in Denmark called Sorte René, in Danish Black René.
Okay.
And because they had a pinball machine and it was really close to where I live. And one day I saw this crazy dude blowing up Guardians of the Galaxy was.
Yeah, okay.
And then I was like, how do you get so good at this game? And it turned out to be Ed that I was talking to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, we play all the time. I'm like, what? Like, on location or what's going on?
Yes, we can show some players. Okay, so all right. Right, we're kicking off, so we'll come back to the chat as we go through the game. There's normally a bit of free time, but look, welcome to the booth. It's first time Ian's been in here.
He's Paul Young now, yeah?
Yep, he's not new to commentating. He's been commentating in Flygare.
Just on my own with Ingen Mars, having fun, you know, but this is a more pro setup, so I'm digging it.
It's only just more buttons. That's it. Everything else is pretty much.
You got the cameras, you got the action. Let's go.
Okay, so here we go. This is Paul Jogma, player 1. He was the winner of his group, so he gets -1 bonus point.
Sweet.
I explained that to the viewers earlier.
Goes for the drop the ball and you get the extra RPMs.
Yep.
Already at the second gear. Yep.
And let's see the strategy, because you've got you can go through the gears and you can get to Red Line Mania.
Yep.
Or you can play the multi-ball strategy, or normally play both.
Yeah, you can probably link them up as well, yeah. And yeah, I mean, I really like GetAway personally. It's such a fun machine, and even though it's fairly simple, it just never really gets dull or old. And
you never get
to me like
it's like one of those machines that's timeless. It will be a great machine in another 20 years' time.
Absolutely. You just keep wanting to play a new game on it, and that's what qualifies as a good machine.
And you get that red flashing beacon going on the top, and you always get like a buzz for that.
Plus, there's a million different ways to play this. You can play it on the fly, you can play it controlled, you can play it aggressive, you can be cautious, and it really just suits any kind of play, which I really like.
I absolutely agree. This was I think the first or second machine that my daughter Kate bought. So we got to know this pretty well.
It's a fun machine. Once you get a hang of it, it's super fun.
And that's the worst thing that can happen. Once you lose that kick.
Yeah, then you want to really enable it. If you can, if you have one of the two. targets lit. Otherwise, yeah.
So there's no targets lit, so he's got to hit all
Then I
1, 2,
wouldn't
3.
necessarily go for it because it's a dangerous shot as well. But if you have 1 or 2 lit, then you may try to go for it just to get that left out late and safe because it's hungry out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just seems to like a magnet that just pulls the ball in when it's.
Plus, it can also help you, like, because sometimes the kickback feeds right back into the burnt rubber, and it can be a tricky shot for me at least.
And we had Frank Bonner in here last night, and they said you're far better just going all the way to Red Line Mania because that lets you kick back.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's sort of a view. It's sort of a view that I would probably rather go for the 1 through 3 targets. But
You definitely don't want to go for lighting your kickback if you're close to Red Line Mania and you don't have a for damage because you get
that's pretty much what Frank was saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Paul Jogma is a absolutely awesome control player. He's playing this though as a combination, isn't he? So it's control and fly.
A little bit of shame that he died right when he got the supercharger with it, but yeah, good progress, nice ball one.
And the chasing this 100 million points, this Pinball scoring, so it sort of changes the dynamic of the game. You don't need to get to Red Line Mania, you just need to get, video mode will get him 30 million, it'll be pretty close to 100.
And it's really a cool format because you're playing against other players against yourself, right? And it's like they can have a really good ball and you can have equally a good ball, and it's fine because you just need to get to 100 million. And
now 100 million on Getaway is very achievable.
Yeah, especially in 3 balls.
This machine is basically it's a bit of a test of the players because they will all want to come off here with a 1.
Yeah.
And so Paul's already on a 2. But he does have the -1 bonus. So.
Yeah, and Viggo, no stranger to the stream.
No, that's right. It's like, because he's always on there. I mean, we also get him to pay for stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could that be a good idea if we got the sort of players who are on the... That single flip thing, I think is awesome, isn't it?
They should be able to get some sponsorship soon. If
you would.
They would be the ones to chase because there's a lot of future of these guys.
Yeah, I know.
Him and Arvid, it's just amazing to watch him play.
And we can actually sometimes get him to smile.
It's rare.
It is very rare.
I mean, it's rare for Swedish people to smile in general.
Exactly. And it's because of the weather, isn't it? When you think of what they're living in up there.
I think it's because they live right next to Denmark, so when they wake up every morning, they're like, oh, I'm not Danish.
Oh my God, I wish I was Danish. Is that what you think?
And then they're like, oh, maybe even Norwegian would be... I don't know if it's better.
Viggo drains, so again, he fails to reach the target of 100 million. But, okay, he's there.
He should get in the next spot.
20 million, should definitely get it to the second.
See what Ben can do.
Now,
Quality player.
Ben Moser, we spent some time in the airport with on the way back from the EPC. He was sitting on his own. We stayed in the hotel by the airport, so we were flying out really early the next morning. And he was sitting on his own in the restaurant there, so we went and sat and had a meal with him. Ben is somebody that he's actually getting used to it now, but he doesn't like to be streamed. it sort of makes him feel a little nervous. It's not a lot. Ooh, dear, wow.
And that's probably why, because stuff like this happens, and you don't want it recorded necessarily.
I don't want that on stream. Why do I want that recorded? Exactly. Somebody might play it back. So.
Yeah, and speaking of the EPC, I mean, Arvid, the champion, 14 years old, qualified second, or finished second as well in the classics. What a weekend you had there.
I watched that. That was
amazing.
God, it is. These two were just in the EPC when you watched him there. He's just got amazing control of the ball.
I mean, if you can beat your Hennes in the best of 5 games, then it speaks volume alone.
That says a lot, doesn't it? Yeah.
Don't really need to say much more than that because he is, in my opinion, the best player. So.
Yeah, and he loses his kickback and
keeps the ball alive.
So far.
Finding it hard to hit the shot.
And he very nearly got caught by the same shot as Viggo there.
Dangerous enough. Kept it alive, took a danger though. Yeah, tough one. But like if you don't get a hang of if you don't get control of the ball,
get it back. No,
it's a good chance you'll drain it eventually.
We've got a great call out for that, which is it's the call out from World Cup Soccer. And, we can't get control.
Yeah. All right. So Paul, he's definitely looking to cross the 100 here, and I guess Viggo, same. I mean, all of them basically still going for a 2.
Well, anybody taking more than a 3 on GetAway will be extremely disappointed.
Yeah,
So,
they'll be
well, look,
quite
this is the quarterfinals, so we're only down to the top 16, so there's a long way to go through to the final.
How was your pinball, Jim?
I didn't play.
Okay.
I had a couple of technical issues with the stream, so I've been sorting those out. But
Oh, see, that's exactly why I don't opt for that tactic, because stuff like that happens, and I would much rather just give a
play the
flow
top
with
loop.
the top flipper. And
no,
you don't miss that shot probably, but then it's at
It's
least
something. It's something that I've sort of been toying with on, because I tend to play twice loops to get to gear 2, and the problem with it is you don't get the chance to get to learn where the top flipper shot is.
that's it.
So you've played the ball, but then you're in trouble because the next plunge you've got, okay, where do I hit it now? And
Plus, you can go on like a good roll, and you hit like 5 loops in a row, and you're
And
like
I-
suddenly at 3rd gear. And it's
I think it's a sort of much more positive strategy to play the top loop and not play that secret.
Plus, then you go to like fours, and then they turn off the ball saves, and you're like in deep trouble because you're like, oh man, I thought it was there, but it's
I also got really. I fell into a real trap with this, because if there are balls locked, the timing is different, so where you can normally get away with doing it twice, if the ball's locked by the other players, you can only get one. And I let it go the second time, and then it didn't get the ball back.
it's ballsy, and I mean, it's the risk reward as always in pinball.
Absolutely.
If you know your machine, you may feel confident. If not, then I would much rather just flip away. Alright, so Viggo starting his supercharger move. Oh yeah, he got it, yeah.
Okay, and supercharger should be
To 100.
neat, very
3
neat.
more shots, the bonus, then he's good. Nice controls.
So supercharger is the obvious one because it's the safe feed.
1 more shot to the supercharger will do it.
Okay, that's
Another 5.
Okay.
1 more shot. There you go. Woo.
Well done.
Go.
Okay, so well done, here we go. Okay, let's get a few more. Let's just make sure we've got 100 million. So anybody who's just tuned in, we are playing Pingolf scoring on this machine all the way through this tournament, in fact. So their target score is 100 million. Once they reach that 100 million, they can stop playing. They don't need to play anymore. And
You should stop playing because it's wasting energy, and
that's it.
it's a long weekend, so you may as well just.
The machines might wear out.
Yeah, right, yeah. This is not going to do any difference, so you may as well just call it. Alright, so Ben once again. Being a little cheeky. It's ballsy, but hey, it works.
Yeah,
Get some free rides, get some RPMs.
don't do it again.
Nope. So you still got some way to go. But I mean,
Okay,
once you
but-
get to that video mode,
5 million for Burn Rubber would be nice. Ben, of course, still has quite a long way to go here. 16 million.
just luck lit as well. Hit it clean.
Yep, nice clean
That's
lock.
nice because then you get a
But
up
that-
again around the loop.
You probably don't want the lock though, because that doesn't give you the revs if it goes up the lock. So, you know, I mean, because
Oh, there it is.
an out, so that's Ben going to be on a 3 as a minimum.
Yep.
Arvid will be hoping he doesn't do the same, of course. And I've had that before.
Ball saver, yeah.
You know, if the kickback had been lit, then that would have fired back up.
It's like the worst ever when you see that ball just trailing back up and then your
Yeah.
ball save goes out and it goes back down and you get your bonus. You're like, alright. It's a tough break. So once again, Arvid not getting the control that he wants. There you go.
So it's got video mode lit. That would that was a nice,
I'll take it.
nice creep into video. I would take it. Okay, so he drives on the right because he's from.
He's not from the UK. Plus, he probably doesn't
He
even.
probably doesn't have a driving license yet, does he?
Oh, God.
So he could drive on any side of the road he likes, really.
Maybe in 2 years he can have a scooter's license.
At least he knows which side of the road to drive on when he gets one. I don't know if you noticed, the UK guys always drive on.
They always go left side, yeah.
Yep. and America's just weird.
Yeah, they can pass on any side of the US.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You have no idea what sides of roads are.
Oh, unfortunately. He wished he would have had his kickback, but then again, he would have used it already.
Oh dear.
Right.
I know drop catching into the drain. That's normally what that was what Viggo was playing. I would have expected Arvid to be playing the same.
But speaking of Viggo, he'll be smiling now, taking the best score from this round.
Yep.
And I mean, you don't wish the best for your opponents, but he's not going to be angry if they don't reach the 100 million, because that's just going to make him even bigger favorite in the second set of banks.
So here's Paul. Paul is playing his third shot to get to 100 million. He's got video mode lit. That will get him pretty much there.
That shot can be tough, man.
I know, and sometimes it's really easy. It's like everything on pinball.
I usually go to my cake bank to hit it, just to be safe. Piece of bag up there.
Yeah, okay.
It's just one of those shots I can't hit to save my life.
That's dangerous. I know.
We went for the video mode though. Yeah, there you go.
Well played. So change up to tier 5. Ball again, a right-hand side driver.
I do think it's the easiest way to do that. Sometimes, I mean, you don't even have to turn it that much. You can basically... Oh,
That's about how he crashed. Now that's cost him 13 million points, which is, at this point, really important.
yeah, it really is. Also, I mean, he's not in jail, but it's a little bit tougher getting those.
Yeah, 19 million.
Of course, that's the red line.
Supercharger needs.
Yeah, you can do this. Supercharger. That would be the way to go.
It's a few points off.
Probably have 10 million there.
So,
Oh no!
wow.
But he got above 75, so he picks home the 4.
So he takes the 4. He will be really disappointed with that. That's going to be 3 points.
He has a point in the bank, which at least he's happy for now. But he's going to be disappointed with that for sure. Especially after a fairly strong ball one. See? Oh, I think it's so dangerous, that move. Yeah, you're seeing it. That's why I wouldn't do that. Oh, okay, he's playing Viggo's ball.
That was the yeah. I actually call that the ball of shame,
Right,
because it's sort of, you've got to play it. I mean, to be honest, Ben played it there with a bit of style, yeah. But normally that's sort of, oh my god, I've got to plunge this ball. So I nicknamed it the plunge of shame, and there's actually a shame bell on the string deck from Game of Thrones.
So let's see, he definitely, man, he wants to get to 100 obviously, but the next point would only be 30. He cleared that with that shot.
Okay, video mode, so
We'll bring him above 50 if he clears him.
So don't crash, and you can pretty much stay on that dotted line, you know, without.
That's what I mean, there's no reason to turn it there.
So just occasional blip.
The smooth sailings.
26 million points, so well done. That gets him above a 5.
Yep. Got his block, second block in.
And he could have taken Secret Mania there. Now that actually would have been probably a good idea. Yeah. Secret Mania you get by wiggling the gear lever when you see the 3 police cars, and it starts the frenzy mode. But it does mean that you lose your multi-balls, so it's not something you would normally do in tournament.
But to get to 100,
he should have.
but he's got the supercharger lit, so he's banging away
okay.
at that. He already had a few good shots, so.
Okay, making good progress here, I think.
Oh, that was tough. Let's see if he gets it with the bonus. Not sure he makes it.
I don't think unless he's got bonus Eldritch. No, that would have been the first.
Nope. Tough break.
So that's really sad.
2 more shots on the supercharger would have done it.
So Ben will take a 4 along with Paul, but obviously Ben doesn't have the bonus point. So,
Supercharger going as well. Yeah, and if you can control it like that and bang it up, it's worth going for the 10 million, 15 million, 20 million.
or not.
Yeah.
Or just panic. scoring nothing. I mean, this is like really unusual. Arvid is such an accurate player, and he's still going for the supercharger. Oh, and he missed again.
Oh, it's a tough break. Did everything he could to try to save it.
Yep.
Tilted on his way out, but I don't think it makes a big difference on this score. No.
That was a bit like we were watching him earlier on Road Kings in the last final. It seemed like whatever he did, it wasn't working.
But at least these kids prove to be human every now and then,
Which is
probably
good for us.
Good for us, yeah.
Maybe a chance there. Okay, so we are moving. So I'm going to bring you to the desk, also to standings. So nothing happening at the moment on the other rounds. So we are waiting for results to come in all the way down here.
It's a tough crowd, yeah.
It certainly is.
Cool on Amy making it. It's well done.
I know Amy came through on a tiebreak. Tiebreak on Dolly Parton, actually along with Ben. Ben came through as well.
It's really awesome seeing these young chicks just performing at pretty high level, top level. Her and Leah and
yep. Amy is a pretty awesome player.
Just awesome role models for other young females that want to get into pinball. Do it, because you can.
Yeah, and look, we got Helen in there as well.
Oh,
so two ladies, two guys, and two to progress, of course. So let's see.
I think for Helen and Amy in that group.
That would be nice. I mean, look, I love Nico and Stefan as well, but them take a hit.
Stefan took one of my spots in my group. I was 2 points from qualifying, and he took one of them. So
all right, so we take him out.
I like Stefan. Stefan's the top guy, and he's really good at pin golf because he knows all the machines.
I know.
And he knows how to get those points.
He's a great strategic player.
He really is.
Okay, so we are going to one of our favourite stream machines, the Walking Dead, and. Okay, Dina will be updating the scores, and we will. We're already there.
Kind reminder: we want to keep the scores low.
Yep, needs to be the lowest score wins. So at the moment, Viggo is in first place in this tournament.
Yeah, two qualify, yeah.
Two qualify through to the next round. Correct.
Still everything to play for. I mean, you can have one terrible game, you get an 8.
Yep.
It can happen on Walking Dead.
Pinball score here, 50 million points.
Definitely
so again, you can do that by starting one mode. You don't need to get to Horde.
No. Hey, Viggo did it yesterday on one ball.
He did.
The tiebreaker to.
And I wonder if that's what he's thinking.
He's probably thinking that, like, get that bang, drop bangs down, and then go for Bond again, because that's 50 million.
Yep.
Pretty achievable. Nice little bounce.
Okay, thank you.
Good little nudge. Can't tell how many targets he's missing. Nope, you got it there. All right.
He's there, so he's got mode lit. So you will know.
That post pass is hard. You got to give it some power when you do from the left to the right here. Yep, nice. On the fly.
Okay, so the first barn shot.
Awesome. And he's just this is just muscle memory from last night. So
yeah, that's right.
Pretty much, right? Nice.
Great catch.
Solid.
Second barn.
Good bounce. Oh.
Third barn, and at this rate he will soon be passing 50 million points.
He's going to be consistent all day long doing that, and as long as he can touch that little post on the way out and give a little nudge, then it's a safe feed every time.
Okay, nice.
Pass, yep.
And probably needs to be thinking about playing the CDC ramp soon.
I think so. I think I would just go barn all day.
Well,
he goes to 50, yeah?
But he gets a multiplier if he does. If he plays CDC, he gets a multiplier.
That's a good point.
Let's see what he does.
Yeah,
when
straight down. Don't get that tip from the post. It's dangerous.
I saw him yesterday doing the rapid flipping as the ball was coming here, in order to stop, force the ball to jump over. Yeah. The same they do when it sticks on the magnet.
Absolutely, you want to shake it up. Just do any kind of thing so it doesn't travel straight down the middle.
And somebody yesterday actually made the ball, when they were doing that, made the ball go that way. And so it was nowhere near as straight down the middle.
Makes sense. Plus, you maybe get another prison hit.
Sort of did that. So, Walking Dead, a brutal machine. This feed out of the pops is it's not anywhere near down the middle all the time, but it's one of those.
It can go down the middle.
It's anxious. You get this sort of feeling of anxiousness, and you sort of think, crazy.
Plus, if the ball doesn't travel near the side and hits that post, you can't really do much to it because you can only move the machine so much. And if you do, you're going to definitely get a danger.
Yep.
So you may already want to anticipate it going through the bumpers and giving it a little nudge just so it feeds how you prefer it to.
Yep. Okay, so this is Paul Jogma from the Netherlands, who are, I'm not sure of the score at the moment against Argentina. Can you throw that through there?
I was watching the game, but
It was 1-0 to Argentina at half time.
we're boycotting the World Cup, aren't we?
So anyway, if you're watching...
Oh, Argentina are up 2-0.
Oh, Argentina 2-0.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's done for the orange. Maybe Paul can bring some success back to Holland.
Yeah. Well, you can never rule them out. I mean, the Dutch team are good.
They're good. Yeah, let's not talk too much about Denmark's performance at the World Cup this time.
Yeah.
Brutal.
So I think it looks like Paul's playing prison here.
Yeah. Oh, you got the ball save. That was nice. That seemed like a long grace period, but all right.
It certainly did. I was surprised I got that.
Nice food.
Okay, so another shot to prison. That will give him the hold on the magnet for clear the prison yard.
I'm not sure I would go for that now, though, because it's such a... I would rather save that in case he goes to ball 2, and then he can flail on it while he has his ball safe, in case he...
Okay.
It's one of those unpleasant feats right down the middle. Oh, so... No, he's got his...
Yep, there we go. Flip.
That gets dangerous. Yep, you see? That's exactly why I wouldn't do that when you don't have a ball save.
Just take it on the beginning of the next ball.
Also because, like, even, like... Yeah, you may as well try to take it when you have the ball save, because you already did the first shot.
Yep.
And you have way more points lined up if you clear a bank and then start bond. So that would be my go-to. But Walking Dead, sometimes you gotta shoot what you feel like, because it's not always a given that you can hit what you want. And
yep.
Right, so let's see if Ben can see if you can get a hole in one to make this exciting.
Yes, we could do with a bit of action drama in this.
Wouldn't mind a tiebreaker.
We like tiebreakers, but it won't be back on Walking Dead again. So we'd have to choose something different, wouldn't we? For that.
Well, it depends if they put it back down to 2 balls and no ball save, or 1 ball no ball save. Then it's different. Then it's a different dynamic in the game suddenly.
So again, he's 1 drop target to go. That's complete.
Get control of the ball. And you can let that bounce it. So if you post pass here, you really want to be aggressive on it, like doing it with power, because that's not going to tip it over. Oh. Nice, there you go.
Nice patience there, and okay, didn't get the barn shot. Come on, nice. It's an orbit, Ben. It's safest, easiest shot on the pin tape. So take time.
Get in.
There we go. Okay.
Nice bounce. Oh.
Okay, he's actually making good progress on the drops for a second mode, which if he was to take that would. Oh no, they're both on first aid, so it wouldn't actually help him towards the...
That's the concept.
Okay, another barn shot. Okay, fighting the ball a bit here.
Right, I like.
Nice control. CDC, take a double R.
Oh, tough break. He probably could have saved that, but hey, you never know.
That was mean. Tunnel is a great option to take as well. Yeah, it depends. I mean, come on, when all you want is 50 million, why do you do something difficult?
If he hit that shot with ×2, he would have been, well, I don't know, at least.
It'd have been pretty close, yeah.
Close, but he would have at least been 1 step further, and you would have had momentum, and you could have kept that going.
Yeah.
Right, so let's see what Arvid does. This qualifies that first prison shot. Stops to go for the drop bangs. Nice.
Great control.
Oh, once again, Arvid, the ball's not bouncing his way.
No, it doesn't seem to be his day, does it? They seem to be struggling there. Any objective base holes? No, just score. The scores are shown here, and there are target scores for each of the machines as we go through these final stages. We have done some task-based Pingolf here as well. I personally like that. I think that's really good fun.
Yeah. But I think that's more fun for like just a cozy competition, not like competitive. Yeah,
I agree.
Play for some beers or something.
Okay, so Viggo, second mode. So CDC.
See that post pass has been shuffling players all weekend. Nice.
Okay, so second CDC. Oh, he's actually going for Bloodbath. It's a nice save.
Oh, backhanded it.
And he's so close to Bloodbath, you can't blame him for doing this. So last one of the drops. Bloodbath now lit.
Yep. That's definitely worth going for, yeah. Oh.
Well, again, 23 million, I would say yes. I would say that's the right strategy. It could be ramping out on CDC.
He could, yeah. But now he should be feeling pretty confident that he... Oh, nice little early pass.
Okay, and still...
right away, just to keep it going, yeah.
Yeah, nice bit of patient play here by Viggo. So that's the other ball.
Yeah,
so
he should be pretty solid to get 20 million.
Just play the shots and watch the score rise.
And if he gets 2 on this one, he's looking pretty good to qualify.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so there's some way to go. The Moser ball.
33, yeah. You just
I
thought
would actually expect more.
you would, yeah. I mean, it's worth playing the extra ball. He has 2.5 million for extra ball. And
once again, that post pass not as easy as it usually is.
okay, come on, nail it. There we go. 1 million.
It should be an easy shot, but sometimes it takes that little bounce over the flipper.
Okay, that was a good fly shot. 1.3.
Nice. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, that was.
I mean, he did the right thing,
He
because
did the
without
right
that
thing,
move,
yeah.
it would have gone out.
Watch this reaction from Viggo here on the replay. So I actually was surprised he didn't play the extra ball. But, okay, so he nearly,
That's not that many points.
he nearly saved it, but not quite.
But then again, he had 30 million going into Bloodbath, and he
Yep.
didn't pass 50. So Walking
Okay.
Dead once again proves to be tricky.
And Dina is rushing out there to straighten up the rig,
Nice.
and so we can see the scores.
See, what would you do without Dina? Really, like, come on.
I would just be sitting there.
Just be-
Nothing would happen. I
just
would
be
be sitting.
Pressing like buttons.
You know, we actually streamed a tournament once without any equipment.
Really?
The Austrian Open a couple of years ago, the luggage got lost on the plane,
Oh no.
flying down to Graz, and we actually picked the equipment up at 9 o'clock. The tournament started at 6. We drove back to the airport. It came down on the next plane the next day,
We lost the fight.
and we picked it up. So I was actually commentating. I'd got the desk equipment, so I got the stream decks, and I got a camera for me and a microphone, but I got no equipment.
Some cold canvas streaming. That's
Yeah.
all right. You can add that to your resume, yeah.
Yep, that was one I wouldn't want to really repeat, but it was fun. So
I know we're a lot of people who are very thankful that you're doing these streams all the time, and it's really awesome whenever mediocre players like myself make the stream, and you can go back and look at the performance and learn from it. Yeah, so it's really cool you're doing it.
was that somebody going past him? I think there was somebody going past behind that. Anyway, that's it's just one of those things, I'm afraid.
Oh, Holland scored.
Okay, 2-1.
Yep.
So
Excited back in that game. 5 minutes to go.
oh, great. So you're going to keep us updated on the football scores. That's good. And of course, we've got England France tomorrow, but
That's
we're
gonna
not
be exciting,
going
yeah.
to mention. So.
It's coming home, huh?
Well, it's going one way.
It's going somewhere, yeah. I love the English enthusiasm when it comes
Let's
to
be fair. Nobody wants it to go back to France, do they? That's
Nah.
not even the French people. Sure.
It's not my least favorite country, let's put it that way.
Oh, France is lovely. I've been there many times.
I mean, they smashed Denmark in the group, so I'm not going to root for them, but I do admire their players, I will say. Hey, back to pinball.
Yep. So Ben Moser. 8 million points. There's a long way to go.
Good shot there.
So he can start Bicycle Girl here. Oh, he started Bicycle.
He started. He
Girl.
already had a double shot as well.
And he'll get a multi-kill, I think.
Not very far from his prison multi-ball either. 3-4 shots. So do you prefer to going up the middle, or would you go for your lit shots in the prison?
I would always do a combination of both. I'd try and take the easy ones from
the actual shot,
direct shot, and then the prison itself for the rest. I mean, Walking Dead, I think, is one of those machines that everybody loves and hates at the same time. Because if you get a good game on Walking Dead, it's a really good game.
Oh, you almost saved that.
That was scary. Scary, but...
Yeah, but just like GetAway before, this is a machine that I continuously want to play, even if I have a bad
that's
game.
right.
Like
I can stand there and I can play 20 games on this and just, always want to play the next one. It's,
even with like 20 machines next to you, I'm going to take one more, let's go.
So, I'll leave it there. Sorry, Tim was saying, it's one of the most satisfying games. Hi to Kate as well. My daughter Kate's in the stream. She is one of our moderators. We had trouble, Kate, with the poll again earlier on today, so we've had a few technical problems.
Yep, nice. Had to do it. Solid. Kept the ball alive. I would take a little rest. Yeah, he's wise.
Well done, Arvid.
Yeah.
And you can see the look on his face. It's sort of, why are all these machines doing this to me? It's like, I'm the European champion.
They know that. The machine knows that. You see, once again, that post pass is not easy. And that's usually what can happen as well. It goes straight into the slings and then becomes unpredictable.
And you have no idea what's going to happen next. So.
And you can't really use the left flipper for that much in this machine compared to the right. Let's be honest.
So advancing.
Yeah, I love that little tip to keep that ball on that right flipper. Beautiful score.
That's awesome skill in there.
And even if it doesn't stay on the right flipper, there's a good chance it's just going to bounce over to the left instead. So that little, once again there, beautiful.
Yep, absolutely great. So 4.7, what's his score now? 24, he's still got a way to go, Ian.
Oh, and the other is just one of those players who is bold enough to do those alley passes.
And that was to get he's got a double alley to them.
See again,
so
he
wants the barn shot with the doubler, that's what he's playing. He's still there with the doubler, and he gets it. Yeah. That's, okay, that was a lot more than 2 million points they got for that shot.
Ooh, again. Nice. It's just unreal, man.
It's just like playing with it, isn't it? It's sort of, really. I know you're trying to go ball, but you're staying here.
Nice. Hey, and see, he's opting out as a tough guy.
Yeah.
But he's like opting to do the alley pass instead of the post pass because he's better at doing that alley pass, and I've seen him do it on millions of machines, but multiple machines.
Yeah. Although that
even
was
sometimes on
ball 2, 36 million, is in strong position here.
He needs it. He has a 5 too, right?
Back on 5, so he really does need to make it a 3, and he needs these other players to not actually get there.
At least 2 of them.
Yep. 2 people qualify out of this group, so we are in the quarterfinals, the last 16 of the Pingolf tournament for today.
So Holland has a chance. Yep, game over.
And Viggo playing now Arena, and Arena is of course a great scoring mode.
He needs 10 million, right? Oh, he's got it.
He's got it. He's there. Yep. Well played, Viggo. Well done. That was a 3.
We were looking pretty certain to advance. You never know. I mean, you can grab an 8 in the what's the next final jackpot?
Well, Paul can only manage a 6. Ben can only manage a 7, and Arvid can only manage an 8. So Arvid. Oh, sorry, we're only on game 2.
Yeah,
so we have.
You
Yeah,
can
we
still,
have game
anything can happen in Pinball because you can have 3 terrible balls and you get made.
just
And
have
it's
an
like,
8 in the last, and then you're out. So yeah, we need to wait for that final.
I don't know what the target score is on jackpot, but I mean,
I think it's $1 billion.
that should be doable in 3 balls.
Yeah, I don't think it's that difficult. So one good multi-ball.
Yeah, get a few super jackpots, then you're there.
And casino runners are
That was
backup.
half the casino runner there, almost there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Paul can do. Got 45 million. That's the target. Getting to that 50. He wants to get to that 50 now.
Yep.
Let's see what he decides to play. All right, he's going to go for his prison.
So while the ball saves on, that was your advice. It's going to get back.
Got 3 more shots to go. Let's control. See what he opts to do. Nice spells pass, much easier from the right to left. Nice little bounce. Ooh, good nudge. Unfortunate.
Okay.
Oh, love it. That was solid.
Saved, or some play.
Keeping up that left flipper and then nudging it to the left, keeping that ball alive. Very skilled.
So one more. Oh, sorry, no, one more. So, yeah, 2 more.
Nice little extra tip.
Okay, come on, Paul.
Touch
You can
up.
do it.
There you go.
There we go. Prison starts. Absolutely fine.
Keeps him alive
So
for a little longer.
press multi-ball, and here we go.
The ball drain while you have the ball safe, no worries.
Hit the drop targets. Okay, so
I mean, while the ball save is on, it's not the end of the world to let one ball drain. Get ball saves off. Want to keep control.
oh, nice extra ball. Bit of a backhand flip there. That was not deliberate. Okay, nice in control.
Didn't hit the shot. See how you can separate these. All right, opts for the backhand. Nice shot.
Oh,
Went all the
backhand
way
of
through.
barn. That was nice. For 5 million. That was
good.
that was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Oh, wow, he kept that alive too. Solid. Get in. Nope. Oh, tough break. Still got 2 balls going.
Yep. You only need
Control. Halfway there.
So it was EDC.
Oop, nice. Let go of the ball.
Oh, and he lost. Oh no,
Take the other one.
Yeah, okay, so it's fine.
Still good to go. Want to get that ball under control. Nice. So, there you go. Back to where he wants to be. Taking a little chill break.
What's happening? I'm only on. Oh, there's a broken rubber on the right in lane.
Ah.
Okay, so that here. Looks like it's actually blocking the in lane, isn't it? So I think are going to have to repair that while he holds the balls on the flipper.
I'm going to use that as an opportunity to get a refill. Would you like anything?
I'm okay for the time being, but thank you very much anyway. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of a pause here. The broken rubber you can just see here, actually covering the in lane. So there's no way this game can continue at present. The flippers should hold with the door open. As far as I'm aware, all of the machines in our tournaments are defeated from flippers, but you never know. It's always, I mean, Kim the tech will know definitely whether it is disabled, and I'm pretty sure it is. So if it is, then he can simply repair that. Alternatively, he can take 2 balls off, repair the machine, but in fact he's going to have to do that. So he doesn't want to drain. He needs Kim to remove the 2 balls and then be able to replace that rubber, and then replace the 2 balls after, so that Paul can continue with his game. And if that is not possible, then the only other option is to play on another machine. So okay, we have Dirk Elsols here, the general manager of Pinball Universe. He's looking puzzled. So we'll find out what goes here. So the beer, cheers. So the beer here is really good.
Oh, it's Germany. I love the beer.
This has got to be a tenth of the price that you'll pay for a beer in Copenhagen.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm saving money coming down here for this weekend.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you should be paying us to come. Shouldn't you? I mean, it's like, it's unbelievable. It's
just massive shout out again to Matthias, Patricia, all these guys for hosting this place.
I just don't know how you afford to live up there. It's like, it's like, and you never have cash. Everything is card. Okay. Also, you want to
Have you seen the ladies in Denmark? It's reason enough. Like.
So that's why you're there. Okay. All right. That's good. So to hell with them.
I'm at least very thankful for my girlfriend. Let's put it that way. Speaking of which, let's see what she says.
So okay, Kim is opening the coin door. He is removing the glass. He will remove the 2 balls.
And let's give a massive shout out to Kim as well. Just always be cheerful, happy, attentive, and service-minded, and just.
And he's still looking.
Mechanic.
What about consideration? He's thought about Paul's fingers there. You can now hold the ball with just one finger.
Yeah,
this guy is one of my heroes.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you know, Electric Friends is pinball club in Löwgren. I'm a member there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And this guy is like the real gentleman of pinball. Okay, there's no nicer guy you could possibly wish to meet.
If you have an issue with Kim, then don't come to Fulda.
They don't come to anywhere.
Top bloke.
And he's so knowledgeable on repair of things. He keeps these machines running. He'll be in between the rounds.
He's playing himself at the same time.
Oh yes, he's playing. Then he comes back and he changes the flipper coil on a machine. He'll repair a shootout from a scoop. He'll adjust a roll.
Smiles the whole time. All smiles. It's amazing.
Okay, so needs to hold the flipper up to prevent the ball search. Okay, which is what we're doing here. So hopefully we can get this repair done and continue. We don't really want to be moving games at this stage. This particular game is at a fairly critical point. Viggo already having achieved a 3. I'm sure the other players would be quite happy with starting again. They could actually just let Viggo keep the 3 and then let Paul and Ben and Arvid play the games.
I'm not sure the ruling would go there.
But then if they hole in one, that's not fair to Viggo. So it's like, that could be.
Good thing that's not in our decision yet.
Okay, so Cyrock, the Pinball system works basically that each player plays a 3-ball game. If they achieve the target score, which in this case is 50 million points on ball 1, then they get a hole in 1, so they get 1 point. If they get it in 2 balls, hole in 2. If they get it in 3, which is considered a par, then they get a 3. If they don't manage the target score, then they have to achieve greater than 37.5 million to get a 4, more than 25 to get a 5, all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so the difference between this and normal tournaments is it's actually the lowest score that wins. So Viggo at the moment is in prime position to go through. This is the quarterfinals. Let's have a look at the standings in the other quarterfinals. Okay, so again, no scores yet being updated here.
Yeah, and unlike the other tournaments, you could actually have a bunch of ties here, just depending on how the players play, because they're playing against the machine, not against the opponent in that sense.
So the winner of this group, so whoever finishes up in first place here, will go through into that position into the semi-finals, and so on all the way down.
Yeah, and it's really psychological too in Pingolf, because you can go up to like World Cup soccer and it's only 200 million, and for some reason you cannot do it on ball 1, and sometimes not ball 2, and it's like if the target was 500 million, you would easily do 200 million.
Absolutely.
So there's just some sort of stress and.
Okay, it says like Netherlands have scored.
Oh my goodness! I was like, Clutch.
That's a huge scream from the audience here watching the football.
10 minutes additional time, and they scored in the very last actual second of that. Love it. There's a few Dutch people here, and we just heard them.
So that's going to go to extra time if and then penalties. So lots and lots of action going on in the football. I'm sure there are plenty of pinball viewers who would normally be on our streams who are watching the pinball. But I've just turned the hall camera around so we can see what's happening here. That lets me go to something else here, which I don't know if you've seen this before.
Yeah, I saw it right before, yeah.
So the information that you all fill in on little database charts is all used here.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have any real information on Paul, Jogma, Ben, or Viggo, but Arvid was filled in here to say he's a 15.9 handicap at golf, you know, and he's playing Pingolf.
Yeah, it's the same as Pinball. It says,
And his best result at the time, his best result was the Boris Pinball Classic Open, and first that would now be the EPC, of course. So
or the EPC Classic second place. They're both better results.
So okay, looks like we are back on. So Paul, just imagine a fast forward. And that's what I'll do in post edit. You actually won't see very much of that timing of the loss of time. And
20 million to go.
But you know, the trouble with this sort of thing is it's so easy to put you off the flow of what you're doing.
It really is. And Viggo will be smiling as well because game plays on and he's got his solid result.
Yep.
So nothing, no reset, no new game, nothing. Oh, nice.
And that again, nice control by Paul. He's making great progress here.
Nice again. Yeah, I put my money on him passing 50 million. 2 balls, 10 to go.
Okay, so next shot. Okay, back in control, and you know, what do you play here? Do you just keep grinding away the shots? You play the prison, get the prison to super jackpot?
Really just want to go some safe shots as much as possible, and then even if they're only $500,000 a piece, then not do 20 safe shots.
But it's hard work, isn't it? You know, I mean, it's 42 million. He's just come out of multi-ball.
Well, I think the main goal there was it did not drain both balls at once, so keep one under control.
Yep.
He's got his bicycle girl still going. We want to get a shot on that.
It's tough. Oh, great save! Absolutely.
Once again, nice little nudge. That's not gonna make it. Get it under control and take a little breather.
So this is a real grind, yeah. And he's playing it so calmly, so coolly.
He would be wise to go through and see what is my bonus now.
Yeah, okay.
Just to have an idea of how. So it's 3.5.
3.6 bonus.
So he's only 3 million from passing it, right? So that changes it up a bit from 7 million.
Yeah.
Or 6 million, right?
So back to drops, I would say. Or well is another option.
Ooh, love it. Kept that alive.
This is really, I'm going to do another scary because we have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. Shoot for multi-coils, okay.
Once again, that post pass not easy. I've said it a million times, and once again, costly.
That was a real shame. I mean, that was absolutely superb play by Paul. And you know, what more could he do? It's like
1 million from hitting it. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
So that'll give him a 4. Those other 12 million that he has above the 37.5 do not matter.
Yeah, 1 million short. That's really tough, isn't it?
But I mean, that post pass is just proved to be super tricky. Alright, so let's see what Ben can do.
Well, he's on 20 million. Okay, I mean, you sort of think, well, 25 million it would get by playing the extra ball. Yeah, I think he was actually thinking of doing that then.
2.5. It's not that many points, huh?
Yeah, 2.5 million for extra ball and Walking Dead, and it's, you know, okay, it's not a huge amount of points, but
okay, sure to get the 5. Yeah,
it would sure to get a 5 when you're that close to 25 million.
It's almost foolish not to go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the sort of
one
thing.
shot to get it.
Yeah.
Less.
And it's not a particularly difficult shot either.
Right, no. Ooh, nice little look.
Nice double flip there. That was yeah.
They're gonna roll over. Nope.
Okay,
Nice.
starts Riot. Okay, Riot's great if you can hit it.
Tricky shot, but hey, not far from this prison either. Oh, nice. It's also going to be very hard. Oh, nice, sorry.
Ooh. And
They'll get it with still, yeah.
it's good that we didn't tilt though, isn't it? Because if it had tilted, that would have cost him a point.
Let's see.
So,
he got it.
so he got the 25. So
I think he doubled his bonus there. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been enough either.
yeah. Then we'll take a 5. So Ben goes to 9. This is yeah, and you're right, Hooperman. Superman. Yeah. Okay. Sounds a bit French actually. So yeah, he was so close to prison.
Thinking nobody noticed the last minute goal from them. Well, we shouted out. Like, come on.
We did notice. I think you were probably so excited you didn't notice us notice.
He's Belgian, yeah?
It's from Belgium.
Oh,
yeah. So
let's not talk about Belgium.
No, in terms of the World Cup, the Belgians are probably not.
So still going. So Arvid, 10 million from the target. Got his bloodbath going on.
So yeah, this is just a matter of how long it takes him to get to 50 million.
So
there's absolutely no doubt he's going there.
If it's a matter of when.
Yeah.
Well, never say never, because we did see Viggo not reaching it.
We did, didn't we? Yeah. So Viggo had a really quick bloodbath, which was.
But I would put my money on Arvid reaching this.
See, that was a jailbreak.
Back in business.
Great stop. I wish I
really
could.
is.
I wish.
Right.
That would be awesome. Okay. Arena. Okay, it was after another arena shot there.
Oh, not enough power. Nice little nudge to keep that ball safe.
Nice transfer as well. Second arena, 3 million.
One more shot.
Oh.
Nice little pass while waiting for the other ball. His juggling skills are on point.
Oh, it's okay. He's got a ball. He's got a ball save. Oh, he's already passed. It's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Ah, yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. He added the ball, yeah, and then he left the golden.
Okay, so nice. Dina will update the scores on here, and let's go to the other standings, see if anything's been updated. No, it looks like we're not getting the feedback from the other players on their games. We'll try and get Dina to update those scores while we move. We will be moving on to the semi-finals. Okay. So
we see the line of games in that bank as well. World Cup, Metallica.
So, up to you here, Ian. If you want to stay for the semi-finals, it's going to be another.
We got one more game going on. Then we got Jogma.
Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting.
It's all good, man.
Okay, let's in that
Before
case.
we see what's going on here.
Let's go and back to that machine then and watch Dina whizzing around at the hall.
I'm sure she just bought those shoes. She wants everyone to see her in the cakes, yeah?
They're Uggs from Australia. So yeah, I don't think they're the ones. I done some work in Australia as well, and every time I go there, she gets me to bring Lucas back. Cheers.
And cheers at home too, if you're having a little beverage.
Yes, I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you're also keeping an eye on the football. Netherlands have a drawn level with Argentina, and that game looks like going to extra time.
Yes, indeed.
So, yeah, lots.
Just like the Brazil game earlier, everybody thought Brazil had it in the bag, but then Croatia came back.
Yep, I know.
Last minute equalizer and took it on the pins.
And that was incredible. I mean, who would have put money on Croatia in that game?
I know Peter Anderson has it. So.
Yeah, really.
At least for them to win, he put a fit in Danish kroner.
Oh wow, okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's crazy how it happened. Like Croatia only has 4 billion citizens. So it's pretty unheard of that they should be. I mean, Germany should be 20 times better than Croatia.
No, it's just like odd, isn't it? So okay, what's your normal strategy on jackpot?
So obviously you want to soft plunge it and not activate the switches. I know this plunger is like super tight, so you either have to just like bring it down just like 1 millimeter.
I normally do it with
give it a little,
just sort of push it.
notch up. And then ideally you hit that blinking light as it's flashing now to bring down the visor.
Here, bounce over, catch the ball. This is the
Take a little break.
ideal game.
Yep, absolutely. Hit that flashing shot as listed now.
So which one do you go for?
I usually go either for the red one in the middle, or sorry, the orange one in the middle, right there.
Yeah.
Or I go for the yellow one, depending on my knowledge of the machine. Because ideally the yellow one, if you miss it, you can break to the casino run, which can be nice.
Okay, so Viggo gets control. So he actually opens the visor.
That shot was a little bit too early. Oh, Löwgren took it up.
That was a great bit of skill.
Flailed it up in the lot. It's a nice little event.
So short plunge again, catch the ball. So he's got one locked in this eye. He now needs another ball locking in this eye.
On the fly again. Nope.
And he's not.
He didn't activate the switches enough.
He's not qualified the playfield, and you basically get to start the qualification again. So you start from the beginning each time, so you can keep doing this over and over again.
Yeah, and Arnold told me it's not 3 switches, it's 3 unique switches. So you can actually hit the same 2 switches multiple times.
Okay, right.
Still stay good. Missed that shot. Not twice though.
Okay, multi-ball away.
Yep. Now you want to get those balls. Oh, he took it off the post. But it's smart because that one feed is a little bit tricky. And you would rather lose one ball and gain control of the other than flail away and accidentally hit a jackpot, because that's going to put you into prison.
So unfortunately that's end of multi-ball.
Yeah.
But he's on 395. Pingolf score is 1 billion.
Yeah, so he's still on point.
So now starts towards casino run, and this could also be a huge number of points.
Definitely going for doubling. Want to hit it under the ramp. Nice little pass over. Under the ramp. 30 million. He's going to go for casino run again, I'm sure. His game saucer at least.
Yep.
Or he might actually go for the second multi-ball now that he has control.
Because now he's got control, he can reopen the visor.
Missed the shot though. Now you'll see him shooting the game saucer the rest of the game.
There we go. So
slot machine, I'm not sure he actually wanted to use that now, because now he needs to go above the ramp to light that again. Whereas if he had selected one of the other modes, he would have been able to double that score and relight the game saucer. But I'm sure Viggo can hit a ramp shot.
It's not an easy shot. It's
their jackpot.
Okay. So finishers on presumably didn't press his extra ball button there to double his bonus as well. So
yeah, but you can it only helps you if you have 2 X bonus to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
so you can go from 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, but not from 0
to 2.
No, exactly.
Okay. I've learned something new there. Thank you.
It's amazing that jackpot keeps giving, right?
yeah. It's sort of you wouldn't think there would be anything that anybody wouldn't know, would it?
No, jackpot inside out, and then you find out, oh, damn, there's something else.
Actually, does something else. So.
But that's the beauty about pinball. You can always be better.
You can always pick more. Yeah. So, okay, so that's the first ball locked, Arvid.
Solid.
And this is pretty awesome play. I'll lock 2 balls in the same eye.
You can try, but it's not going to help. Nice little bounce.
Okay, dangerous.
So backhand that.
There we go.
Now you see that one feet's going to go straight down the middle. So you first step here is getting control. Yep, you see. So now wait, and then restart your multi-ball. Let's see. No, got rejected. And this is actually, oh man, twice. And there's no ball there, right? So now Arvid's actually in a good
then
position.
he gets to plunge the next ball.
Plunge the ball. You can actually shoot a few jackpots without validating the playfield again.
Yep.
So this is actually like, it's ballsy, but this is actually a tactic to do in your first multi-ball as well.
Particularly for Pingolf scoring, because you can take, without qualifying the playfield, you can take the jackpots here,
and you can
take the jackpot here.
But key is getting that one ball under control in case the other one flails out. Then you can restart the multi-ball.
Yeah.
You don't want to shoot the jackpot to begin with, because then you cannot restart the multi-ball. Unfortunate event here.
Yeah, so we only got the 1 jackpot there.
So, oh nice.
Nice shot to the centre post.
And I'm surprised that he should be going for the game saucer now, yeah?
Well, he's back in control, so he can open the saucer again. He missed it. So
this is going to be his game plan the rest of the game.
Yep. So that's him and Viggo in pretty much exactly the same position in this game. Viggo, of course, has a 3-point advantage over Arvid.
Nice, let it bounce. Sweet bounce. Solid shot, 90 million. Once again, game saucer. Hit it. And he wants to stay away from the slot machine because he knows Viggo didn't get the multi-ball. If somebody gets the multi-ball, you definitely want to go for that because it awards the same
to
every player. Another double that relights the game saucer.
So playing a very intelligent game here.
Halfway to his target. Get control if you can. Solid. He's going to want to post past this.
Yeah, the game source is the only shot he has on the board at the moment. So, yeah.
Oh, but then again,
he's
not post passing, he's alley passing because he's that good.
And he just does that with such ease. I mean, you know, that's...
Yeah, and I mean, you can do it. He can do it on Walking Dead, Jackpot. It's like completely different machines, right? So,
yeah.
So just the fact that he's got that vision, and he's got the bravery to do it as well, which is something that most pinball players cannot say they have. Once again, unfortunately.
Got tilt, so he loses his bonus, but that was that was awesome. Yeah, so this
45 million, whatever, 50. It's not like, I mean, that bonus is not going to bring him anywhere. So I appreciate him trying to keep that ball alive.
2 scores, pretty much equal there.
So now
the skill level.
Arvid basically wants Paul not to do a hole-in-one because then he is in prison.
Yep.
Oh, and Ed doing a little bit of maintenance.
Thank you very much, Ed.
Oh, scat.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ed is a moderator of our channel. So,
I know, Ed is like...
Thank you, Ed. Okay, no problem. It's no use asking the cash. Nobody in Denmark uses cash.
Very few people.
just I'll give you my credit card. Is that okay? Right, okay, so yes, Paul, really, this is an opening for him here, perhaps?
Listen, I mean, billion on jackpot is not unrealistic or unheard of in one ball. Quite the opposite, it should, for top players, it should be doable in one ball.
I played, I remember jackpot against Cayley George in the UK Open when he was at Andy Hyrul's factory in something like 2000 and... I don't know, 14, 15, and Kylie on his first ball put up something like 3.6 billion points, and it was completely intimidating. I mean, you know, this was a long time ago. Right. I am capable of getting that.
You can now, yeah.
But not against the Kylie George in a I think it was a round robin we were playing. Like,
It always sucks going up to a machine where like, damn, this dude just did my personal record in one ball, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There's a very slim chance that I will do it as well. I'm gonna give it a go.
And you can't say, okay, you can have the game. you've got to go on there, and you've got to embarrass yourself by not even opening the visor and that.
I would rather look foolish on stream than doing a plunge up. Honestly, like
No, absolutely, yeah. You never give in at pinball. You always play the best that you possibly can.
so a heated debate after Keith Elwin did it versus was it Leshkov?
Lesher, yeah.
Leshkov, yeah. And I mean, Keith is one of the greatest of all time, so it's not nobody could talk trash to him, but still, come on, man, we know you can do it even on dialed in.
Yep.
Like.
That was a strange game.
You probably had a catch. I'd like to catch or something.
Okay, so Paul doesn't manage the short plunge.
There's trouble if it doesn't stay safe. He collects it.
Okay, he's in control though. He's not tried to open the visor yet. So if he can get control of the ball, he could actually do all this on Casino Run. But he'll play. I think he'll play the yellow here.
Yeah, don't worry about the 30 million now. Oh, he even collected. Oh, didn't give it to him, but oh, nice, kept it alive.
This is very unusual. I mean, Paul is probably the most controlled player in this event. And he's playing. Marcus Sticks also, but yeah, Paul is not playing his normal game. I've noticed this all weekend.
It's because Holland's playing right now.
I want to see the football. Let me get.
What's going on?
Maybe that's it. Okay.
Must be then.
So it must be an extra time right now, isn't it?
Yes, it is nearing the half-time extra time.
Half time of extra time. Okay, so
pretty much where we are now. The quarterfinals.
Yep.
It's nearing the overtime. All right. Did that
so
to lock the second ball? Let's see how it feeds him.
And is he going to do the same thing?
Like main thing is getting control of at least one ball.
At least one ball, and then if you get
preferably both. That one feeds nice. That other one does not feed nice. Take it easy. Don't shoot yet. Oh, that was cool. That was close. Because if he had been just 1 split second earlier, that would have given him 50 million.
50 million, and
no
that would have been over. So wow, that was. Let's say he just timed it very well.
He knows this machine, I'm sure. Yeah. So now he's in a, and this is actually a great advantage, right? Because he gets there, he reset up the playfield validation. What does Scheiße?
Scheiße.
I'm hoping that doesn't mean Scheiße. It means shoot, right? My German is basic. Nice. Okay. Kept that ball alive really well.
Yeah, Scheiße is not a word that you need to know. It's a word that I use. One of my German words that I use quite regularly, but not one that I'm particularly proud of. So.
Alright, so tough break. Not getting many points out of his multi-ball. Or none, really.
So he needs to start the next one, and that's
a tough one.
That was really unfortunate. He had an opportunity there to take a hole in one and really put pressure.
Clapping his hands here because he's still got a chance to put up that billion and get to 10 points.
I mean, you would expect Viggo to definitely go through. So the battle is really between the other three here.
Yeah, Viggo's not doing a 4 on this machine. He's definitely doing a 3 for sure.
So Ben again, if he can achieve a hole in one.
Ben could put pressure on the whole group by putting a hole in one up here, yeah. Because he could put he could shake Arvid and Paul a little bit up. So that shot was not what you want because it hit the visor on the target that was not flashing.
So now he has to complete all of this matrix of lights.
Shots at least.
It's not.
You can hit him on the right too, right?
You want to really bank off here so that
you can hit both of them, right? So if you hit the green on the right, it also spots you a shot there, right?
Yep.
So you can be lucky and hit like a double boom. But definitely not the situation you want to be in to begin with. So making it happen.
Okay, he's got the visor open. And the first multi-ball, that's okay. Second multi-ball, it's a lot more difficult.
And the third is virtually not impossible then. Much harder.
Okay, he's got the ball. He's got the run of the ball going for him at the moment. So take advantage. And
Fortunate that didn't plunge.
convert this. Get the multi-ball going. And
You really want to make sure this plunge is solid because you do not want to hit that bumper. Nice. Bounce. Oh, he almost had a little lucky bounce. It's been rejected a few times too.
It's fighting him, isn't it? Get control. That's it. Okay.
Oh, right.
All right.
I actually thought that ball was locked on that side because he was going for the left, but hey.
So no, it was he rejected because there was a ball in there. So
sweet, that makes sense. Yeah. Right. So
but he's playing very nervously, isn't he?
He's
not his normal game.
There you go.
Okay, that's better.
See if we can do a double shot
so
to the middle.
left and right.
Mm-hmm. Do you like to backhand it or forehand it?
I would have backhanded it if it'd been me there.
Nope. Break. Oh, that's a shame. He can still restart it though. Good control of that ball.
Yeah.
6 seconds to go. There you go.
Okay, well done. Restart. Multi-ball restart.
He does nicely, taking a
walks
little,
away.
Yes, take a little breather. Get your heart rate down.
Bring yourself back and get these jackpots nailed.
This is important because if he does not get less than he needs a 1 basically. Because Paul and Arvid are going to reach it on the next ball is my prediction.
Okay, Kate's asking who's in the booth. This is Ian Hawkesworth. Okay, you can't get a second restart, so he gets 1 jackpot. So Ian Hawkesworth from Denmark, but has an American father and a Danish mother, so therefore he speaks with a very American accent. So yeah, maybe.
Sometimes. Depends.
So no, Ian volunteered, asked if he could help out in the commentary booth, and it's nice to have a new face in here.
Absolutely,
so, cheers. And I've not even got him to buy me a beer yet, so I think we'll just take the money.
Not yet. I'm gonna buy him shots though.
Idea.
So what happened here? He's got his. Okay, so basically, back to basics.
Oh, nice.
Had the trust. Worked out well for him. That bounce was good too.
And he's actually doing okay here.
He's alive.
So is D going to put up the commentator line? Let's see.
Oh, didn't go all the way around. He wants that ball all the way around the ramp so he can relight his game tosser.
It's playing nicely, isn't it?
Oh, he had trust again, but not enough momentum. So I can't tell if it has a rubber on it or just a metal post, but it's a huge difference if it does have the rubber or the metal.
Yeah. Okay, so commentator names should be on. I think, Dina, you need to put them into the stream data, I think. But we will see. We'll put your name up in lights very soon. So just drop Kate a message back. Just drop D a message back saying put the commentator names into the spreadsheet, and then it will come on the screen.
Well, thanks, Kate, for the nice comments, though. If that was to us and not the players.
Kate's not renowned for nice comments. Some she's.
So Viggo to get his foot in the semi-finals. He has his faith in his own hands here. Needs 400 million to get that to.
And he's not far off Casino Run, is he? That has to be the way.
Get that over to the right flipper. Or just like Arvid, alley pass, and he
just
might
play an alley pass. Yeah.
He's seen Arvid play a lot. That's probably why Viggo and Arvid got that.
Straight in. That was nice. Okay, so Casino Run, doubles, plays the cheat.
Take the
25 million.
Take the points. I'd take him. Oh, he goes for it. Oh, I'd take those points, man.
Well, no, because you can just hit casino run now, and it'll give you double points anyway.
So yeah, I didn't recognize it was that far. Yep,
that's double points. There's 2, 4, 8.
You can see Viggo with the little smile.
Oh, there's almost a smile there. Yeah.
Oh, and you can see he's getting a little moustache too.
And he can accept that. He doesn't need to do any more. So well done to Viggo.
Making his way to the semi-finals.
Takes a 2. Well done. So Viggo definitely progressing to the next round.
We'll see who's going to join him. So far, Paul Jogma is the favorite because we should be able to get 600 million in one ball.
Dear. Thank you, Kate. Always nice to have you as a moderator on there, just to look after my interests. Yeah.
I think Kate and I have some in common too, because I would be my agenda with my dad too if I was anywhere near him.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes.
Arvid, he needs to put pressure on Paul because he does not want Paul to get up to ball.
Oh no!
That is unfortunate.
So
he had the casino run.
Casino run ready.
That is a
Just
bummer.
needed one shot for casino run. That was really,
it's going to be
really
clapping his hands because he now has the opportunity. He actually has 2 chances now, right?
Yeah.
Because Arvid, well, it depends on what. Oh wait, let me see the math. Because Arvid can at most get a 3 now, which would bring him to 11, or at least.
Paul can get a 9, and if he gets the right
Even if he gets
with the 3rd ball,
so he's
he's
doing really well for himself now. He actually doesn't have to go nuts because even.
But what he can't do is not achieve the targets.
Yeah. He needs to get 1 billion in 2 balls, and it doesn't matter if it's in 1 or 2 balls now.
And he's got the
Ben can't make it before that.
visor ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
If he can play a short plunge and open that visor, that is a much easier route than 4 shots.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
But he doesn't need to get it in 1 ball. He needs to get it in 2 balls. So he should be completely relaxed now and know that. I'm sure Paul does. Oh, that was. I wouldn't have shot that shot.
Yeah, that was
because you had the ball saver still. But that's a little bit of the tournament nerves, even with the top players.
Yep.
Can happen.
So he's not doubling that. Sorry, he's not used. Oh, he has. He's used the extra ball buttons. So that gives him 40, double to 80.
Not a huge amount. But again, if that was 125, I would take the money. The points.
Nice.
Realize his game saucer at the meantime, which is even more important than the 80 million.
So Game Saucer again, he's on 500 million points.
3 shots to get the casino. Well, technically more than 3 shots, but.
So dice game.
Double down.
Double 57.
Yep,
Here we
give it a
go.
little tap on the way out. Nope. Feeds nicely though. Yeah.
Oh, and drains.
Nothing he could do there because the flipper wouldn't have helped. Oh, he could have done
He could have done the cheat button. He could have got another 25 million, but you know that's not a huge amount.
Unless he's missing 24 million at the end. Then
Absolutely, and if he is, we'll go back to the stream and say.
It's like looking back at the Pinball. Oh, I missed 1 million there. Oh my god.
Okay.
Could have, should have, right?
I can answer the bit about Kate's father. That's me. Yes, I remember the birth very well. Some nearly 40 years ago.
It wasn't you, right?
What's that? So Kate is the female voice on the Game of Thrones. If anybody doesn't know, I've said that so many times, and I'm sure everybody does. And yes, she is my youngest daughter. So there you go. And yes, I do. If you're saying, do I remember? Yeah, it depends what you're answering. No, you don't. So it could be nothing to do with that.
Appreciate anyone thinking that I could be anyone's dad who's doing anything adult like. But hey.
Yeah, it does depend on age.
I'm 35, so.
Yeah.
I could have. I don't have any kids. I could have, but.
We don't know any that you know of. I mean, there could be some.
I hope one day my girlfriend and I will have some kids. We'll see.
So here's Ben. Ben still.
Oh, that's such a tough break when it takes.
I think he's
oh, that's so good though.
He's
you
not.
don't validate the playfield.
Yeah, he's not qualified.
Living large.
Therefore, he's fine.
Hate when it takes that little metal piece though next to the flipper. That's how I died in the EPC, the last 16. Took that little metal piece, drained, now it's out.
So carefully not.
To get that
Break catch. Nice break catch. So casino run.
Get that out of the danger zone. Ben really, he needs the other players not to perform and still perform himself.
Yep.
So he needs to really get to that billion now because
that's his only chance. Yeah, he's got to do it now.
I guess
he's got to get Paul and Arvid not to reach the target score. So it's still
a tiebreaker, even maybe.
Yeah, still got everything to play for here. So that's the first jackpot. Okay.
Oh,
keep the balls. Keep the
bounce. Got just one jackpot there. Didn't have time to reach the super. Did control. Flagging away though. Oh, nice bounce. Oh, a lot of trust. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna make that in time either. Did control. So now he wants to go back into the game saucer to relight his jackpots, unless he opts for the hit me and the.
I wouldn't at this point. I would relight.
My goodness, that's the third bounce. Control.
So yeah, that's the relight. So all of the
control.
Everything is now relight.
Just in my opinion, but
150
counts.
Oh, and the ball jumped over.
Oh my goodness.
Still got a ball in play.
I went straight into the plunger lane, yeah.
I think he's already on $1 billion. Yeah, Tony. Absolutely great. Well played, Ben. That was the only chance Ben had of staying in this tournament. So
depends. Let's see. What's the target? Yeah, 500. Yeah, so they would get a 5 as a minimum. So Paul would go.
Okay, so this is the plunge of shame. Yeah. So we're going to give him a plunge of shame for that.
There you go. So okay, so let's see. Arvid. Basically, worst case, he can get a 5 if he doesn't pass 750, which will bring him to 13. So Ben would be clear of that because he got a 2.
I think it's actually quite nice being able to give a plunge of shame to
even
EPC champion.
So Arvid needs to get the 3 now, or sorry, $1 billion, right? To get a 3.
Absolutely.
And that would force
has to get a 3.
Force a tiebreaker with Ben.
But Paul would
also has a chance to.
If he got a 3, he would go through. So,
but he could still get a 4, and he could be a triple tiebreaker as well.
Yep. Arvid has to get it in this ball, otherwise he leads. Okay.
There you go. There's the casino run. It's gonna bring him to $1 billion, unless he gets a. Don't press the button on this first run. Don't cheat. No bomb anyway.
Okay, here we go. So 125 million. No, needs a bit more than that.
Yep. Cheat. Get that bomb away.
Oh.
Take the money. Anyway.
Take the money. Hey, nice. Hey. Yeah.
All right, so Ben and Arvid so far are looking to get a tiebreaker, yeah? From correct, yeah? Because Arvid 11, Ben 11. So Paul can spoil it now, or he can join the fun and do a triple tiebreaker. So if Paul gets less than $1 billion, all right, less than 750, he's
that's
out.
Right.
More than 750, it's a tiebreaker, and above $1 billion, he wins.
Yeah, that's right. So here we go.
So Paul has his destiny in his own hands. He can go out, he can tiebreak, or he can go on.
He has everybody's destiny.
He's got everybody's destiny. It's the multiplier.
There should be a song about that.
Let's see, he's definitely not going for a spot. There's the casino.
Hey,
Has to be extremely unlucky not to get to that $1 billion now. Don't cheat in the first one.
So you want at least one without having to use the cheat. So the cheat is the extra ball button. If people don't know this machine, you can cheat.
Oh, 300. Take the money right now. You're there. Yeah.
That was that's
game over. Man, nice one. Woo! All brings it to semis. Unfortunately, Well played, guys.
Absolutely brilliant. So, okay, let's bring the scores up there.
Viggo and Paul go.
Viggo and Paul go through. So, well done.
Arvid and Ben, well played.
I'm going to give them some fireworks.
Yeah.
That was a really, really entertaining quarterfinal.
It was.
And, yeah,
Close game.
absolutely great. So, right, we need to now go to back to the standings. And you can see now that these tables have been completed.
Frank and Marcus passed.
So we have the semi-finals ready to go.
Ooh. Tough crowd.
This is not going to be easy. So,
Hey, Helen passed on. That's cool.
yep. So Helen got through. Amy didn't. Okay, let's go. Let's just go back and see what progressed here. So, in the other groups,
Amy was
Thomas
close.
and John, Marcus and Frank drop out. Okay.
Oh yeah, wait, I keep forgetting it's low points.
Yep.
Pinball for close one there.
Jens and Peter went through. Roberto and Archibald left the competition there, and Stefan, you were wanting Stefan to go out. I remember.
Hey, it's not meant like
Kiss
that,
of,
Steve.
kiss,
It's
of,
really-
kiss of death. So Stefan, if you want to blame anybody, this is the guy. Okay. And we now move on to the semi-finals. So we will find out from Dina.
Ooh, World Cup Saga Metallic and Fist Hills. That seems like the group to follow, in my opinion. You got
would be nice, wouldn't it? Would be nice. And then we've got Lethal Weapon.
What do you guys in the chat vote for? A or B? What do you vote for?
You can vote for whatever you like. Dina will choose.
Okay.
So, you know, feel free to have your opinion. But
Thomas, Masterman, Viggo, Paul Jogma, and Jens Flygare is almost a more even group. So in that sense, the entertainment could be.
no, I think okay. So we have no choice. All right, we just
no choice.
we're just sitting here and
Jim, happy wife, happy life, right? So whatever Dina wants,
it's fine. Yeah, I learned that a long time.
Hey, are you just spitting in your beer? What's going on?
I know I'm not drinking very much. Okay, I'll finish this one off. Do you want to fancy getting another look?
Well, I'll see what John says really quick.
Okay,